Rusty Quill presents.
Push the Roll with Ross Bryant is intended for mature listeners only. Check the show notes for content warnings and please listen with care. Want to get involved? Back us on Patreon and submit your ideas for our improvised games. Your suggestion just might inspire our next Call of Cthulhu adventure. Join today at patreon.com/pushtheroll.
Hi, this is Hannah Berner, co-host of Giggly Squad. Let's be honest, we've all done things in our lives that may have just followed the crowd. Like drinking matcha, even if you think it tastes like grass, or pretending skinny jeans were actually comfortable. Have we been doing the same thing with zero sugar cola? Last year, people across America took the Pepsi challenge. No labels, no bias, judged on taste alone. 66% of participants agreed Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better than Coke Zero Sugar. And Pepsi Zero Sugar won in every single market. Go out and try Pepsi Zero Sugar today. You deserve taste, you deserve Pepsi.
This actually may be a halfway decent time to get one of those secondary titles, since it is kind of a transitional moment.
Say the words, Ross. You got to say the words. Are you pushing the roll?
Yeah, let's push the roll, so to speak. Yeah. Now that we've met our characters and their elements and set them, they seem to be set on their course. Let's push the roll to see how we can throw a wrench into these well-oiled works.
Who wants to roll the second one?
I'd be happy to, if no one else will.
You're going to do it, Ross?
You do it, Ross. You take responsibility.
Yeah, for once.
Yeah, for once in your life.
For once in my damn life, 82.
Oh, man, I got to scroll. Okay.
Wow.
Yes, give us the title.
Okay.
That I will either incorporate seamlessly into our story so far or totally ignore.
Oh, yeah, this one's no problem for you. All right, this is from...
Don't say that. Say it's hard. Say it. How will he do it?
Then it'll be more impressive when he does it.
Lower expectations. Come on.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how you flash your skill with this one. It comes from user Helge, Helge.
I don't know Helge, but hello, Helge.
Thank you, Helge.
Hello, Helge.
And the title is Rolling Past Midnight.
Ooh.
I mean, it's quite natural.
Do you need a reroll for a harder one?
The cosmos is a cyclopean infinity of chaos. Infinite branching paths stretching off to vistas in the distance that will drive the mind mad. Shall we shrink in the face of all this? Or will we climb aboard the chaos and ride it to the end, letting chance guide the way? This is Push the Roll. We're rolling dice against your Patreon suggestions to create improvised Call of Cthulhu adventures in real time, with themes of eldritch horror, the weird, the transhuman, the transmundane, the cyberpunk, the splatterpunk, the anything punk. We don't know until we roll. Anytime, any place, anything can happen when you push the roll.
Bong, bong, bong. And of course, you can hear the clock striking midnight as your taxi pulls up to the address on the flyer, the ticket, the key into the door of the Butterfly Factory. See a huge brownstone there in front of you. This appears to be rather anonymous. This building. None of you have really remarkably noticed it before, except perhaps Alan Clay, who has seen it in black and white, in a particular photograph. You have left Bruno Banks in the dust and are moving to something a little more outre, a little more now, a little more next, a little more groovy, perhaps. Yes, the door is right in front of you, up a flight of stairs.
Willow is up those stairs and eagerly trying the handle and pushing the door open.
It opens at your touch, and you are kind of now in a little kind of foyer with another door in front of you.
We're expected. This is so cool.
And I think Velvet's going to reach out and stop Margot like he has something important to say.
Oh.
And he's going to turn the ticket over in his hand and say, look, Margot, this isn't a ticket. It's a prophecy.
What?
Admit one. But it doesn't say anything about leaving. Did you notice that? If you lose it, you might wake up married. Just look out's all I'm saying.
Okay. Thanks, I guess.
It's called Matchbox Poetry. I'm just kind of trying to...
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
No. It was really good. It was really good. Yeah, I feel inspired to have a totally wild, mysterious night.
Groovy.
Yeah. Turning to Alan Clay, if he's right there. Do you know what he is talking about?
Oh, Velvet?
Yeah.
Well, Velvet, it's like the name suggests, velvet bloom. I think about a flower made of fabric, something beautiful but ultimately artificial.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. Groovy.
Not only the insult, he's a better poet than me.
See, Margot, you've been working for Bruno for some time. Have you ever seen Bruno come by this little establishment here?
No, I haven't. I actually had never even heard of Ivy Wild until I was given this invitation to the party tonight. Bruno likes when people come to him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
Yeah. He doesn't really go to other people. He doesn't really offer anything to other people. He's really about saying what he wants to say and then hoping that all the people will come to him. And they usually do.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
He's earned that. He's a genius.
Oh, yeah, yeah, he's a genius. And sometimes geniuses are difficult, but that's fine because I'm learning so much from him. Yeah.
That's great.
Willow's head pops out from the door. I'm not waiting for you guys, so, let's go.
Great. And in you go. As I said, it was unlocked. You kind of walk through the foyer. Now this conversation takes place through the foyer, now into the landing. There, you're facing sort of a staircase going up. There's a hallway going back deeper into the building. There's doors on either side of you leading into parlor rooms. And this feels as though you've walked back in time. This whole space is appointed like a Victorian manor of brownstone. It looks like it's almost like stuck in time. There's stained glass and Tiffany lamps all over the place. The carpet is heavy and crimson. Wood paneling adorns the staircase and the walls. There are paintings on the walls, but these are the one feature that do not appear to be of that particular era. They're kind of hard to discern from this vantage point. And suddenly, a door underneath the staircase opens up, and a figure walks out in a dark coat and a sharp, pointed Van Dyke beard. A couple of you have met this person before. He walks out, and he's trailing a little leather rope, and he kind of walks towards you. It looks like a leash. And as he walks towards you, the leash terminates, and you notice that it's on a man around his neck, and this man is walking on his knees towards you. He is dressed all in black. His hair is completely slicked back. He has a face of white makeup and really severe blush on, and the man is walking him towards you like a dog.
Oh. Artist. Thank you for the invitation here, sir, and the taxi the other day.
Yes. The budding artist.
No one's actually ever called me an artist before.
And our accomplished poet, I see as well. He gives a little bow to you, Velvet Bloom.
That's me. To everyone else.
We assumed, Velvet.
And he looks over you.
I love this.
You, Willow. And so like, I'm sorry, you were saying?
Oh, I love what you're doing with this whole, and she's gesturing towards the guy on the leash. I saw something exactly like this at one of Truman Capote's parties.
Oh, yes. Miss Wilde has had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Capote as well. A very charming gentleman, but not nearly as charming as some others. He reaches out his hand, which is gloved, and to take yours, to kind of like give it a chivalric kiss on the back.
Oh, straight into this, yeah, like almost into his face, offered the hand.
And you, sir, I don't recall giving you your invitation either. Now, I've seen Miss Willow's work, of course. May I see your ticket, sir?
My ticket? And
Yes.
I'll produce the ticket that I got from my friend Curtis. Produce it and say, "Here you are, my friend." And I'll look at the guy on the leash and I'll go, "How you doing, Chief? Nice to meet you. I'm Alan."
He looks up at you and just sort of paws at his face like a cat and gives a little like purr.
Performance art.
Yes. I know you've come from Mr. Banks's, and I think some of you have worked there as well, he says, looking at you, Margot.
Yes, for 3 years as Mr. Banks's first assistant.
I think you will find the proceedings this evening to be far newer, far more visceral, far more experiential.
Oh.
Please, give your ticket to Sebastian. And the little fellow on the leash just opens his mouth.
Willow looks at him and goes, "Puppy want a treat?" And then shoves the thing in his mouth.
He just... Right.
Velvet will bend down and kind of pat him on the head like a dog and put it in his mouth and whisper in his ear, "A polite leash asks before it strangles."
Yeah, Margot is like, I'm ready for what's next. That's what's important. What's next? And we'll gently put her ticket in Sebastian's mouth.
He's kind of inspecting your ticket, Alan Clay, looking it over front and back, and just maintaining eye contact with you, slips it into Sebastian's mouth. It's like, wonderful. Right this way, please. And with a similar gesture with which he beckoned you into the taxi, Margot, he's beckoning you through the door underneath the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn to the man in the Van Dyke and tip my head towards the dog man and go, "So did you find him in central casting?"
Oh, Mr... Your name, sir?
Clay.
Yes, Mr. Clay. It would not be fair to say I found him at any casting. It would rather be more fair to say he found himself. And I, again, gestured down the stairs.
In Alan's head, he's just thinking to himself, this is only acceptable, like this weird, these two men engaging in this weird puppy play. It seems likely that this is a communist perversion, or unless the dog guy is being financially exploited to be here, in which case this is A-okay. But if he's doing it for free, then this is communism.
Yes.
and it's perverted. So Alan is like, his fingers are twitching, thinking about going to the small pearl-handled revolver hidden on his person.
Someone's added something to their inventory, I see. Wonderful. Great. People can make spot hiddens if you're making your way through the door.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Looking around, trying to observe everything.
Great.
I got a hard success, a 24 under 50.
Willow got a regular success, 24 under 35.
An exact success, not that there's any benefit for that, but 45 over 45.
So we got a couple of regulars and a hard. So you notice, Velvet, that the sort of like Victorian nature of all this decor around here, it's very finely worked and done. And you begin to notice that there are many like terminal heads, so to speak, on the top of plinths and on the banisters. They are worked into sort of humanoid faces at the end of the banister, looming up over the top of chairs. A lot of the woodwork has this sort of like circuitous shape that terminates in a face. Willow, you recognize this as rather reminiscent of the ironwork in your studio.
Ross, if I could just ask, is there any anything small that I could potentially steal, that Velvet could steal to use in his poetry with a face on it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know how there's a little bowl, a little pewter bowl on a table nearby?
Mm.
And as you're moving by, you notice that it has a tiny little spoon in it with a little face on the end. It looks like it's a little cup full of star anise seeds and little candies that you could scoop into your mouth as a sort of, for sort of breath and just a nice little pop of licorice flavor.
Oh, yeah.
But you could spirit that into your pocket. That is, of course, if you make a sleight of hand roll.
Oh, please fail. Please fail.
Right. And that's his cover. He is going to take some mints and then try to put it in his pocket.
Yeah, if you don't want to be noticed.
Okay. I will fail this real quick.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm not going to push that because it's 89 over 10.
Oof.
89 over 10? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Don't worry, nobody saw you.
I don't know about that.
Okay. And actually, Ross, life is short, fingers crossed. So I'm going to spend 17 luck to get this down to an extreme success. Just for funsies.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I'll say for the hard success, you get a little gander at those paintings.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
As I said, they are unlike the rest of the decor, and that these seem to be of no. You barely have a reference point for these. They're like geometric patterns and shapes, curlicues, lines that taper off and squiggle off. It looks not so much like the type of artwork that you'd expect in a Victorian setting, but rather like the artwork that you're familiar with in the world of Bruno Banks, because it looks almost industrial, sharp, jagged lines.
What a fascinating juxtaposition.
Yes. And Willow, with that extreme success, you look at all this stuff on these paintings and realize that it is reminiscent of ultra-modern musical notation. Of like programmatic Stockhausen, Janis Xenakis-esque music. And in fact, when you look at it with your extreme success that you were so lucky to get, it's as if you hear it in your head. It's as if you can almost pick out I wouldn't say melody, but the tone, the deep and potent tone that is being described. Your luck has given you momentary synesthesia, and for a moment, you hear the painting. Can you roll sanity for me?
Oh, thank goodness you asked. I would love to.
It's
Oh my
on.
gosh.
It's on.
Oh, you spent 17 points of luck? I'm going to make you roll sanity.
Oh, we love it, though. Ah, boo. I passed with a 22.
It's fine. You take 1 point of sanity loss, Willow. Just one.
Okay. Far out.
Yeah. You have a sense of the way that sound resonates in the air, and you almost feel like pushed against by this painting or drawing, engraving, whatever it is. What it's describing almost resolves in the air between you and it. And for a moment, you're not only hearing it, but you can almost see it. And it is that sort of like synesthetic
psychedelic experience that sort of diminishes your sanity for a moment, just a moment, as you are suddenly aware of the potential of sensation. You were promised a visceral experience, and it's already begun.
And I think Willow takes this as some sort of sign that she is somehow chosen, or her artistic sensibility is so heightened and refined that she is experiencing something that not many other people are privy to. And so I think that, her normal haughtiness and obliviousness ticks up with that sanity loss.
Mm-hmm. And great. Are we all going down the stairs?
Yes.
Of course, it's stairs. You walk through a door that encloses you in near total darkness. You can hear Sebastian sort of thumping down the stairs in front of you. And as you go down further than you think you should be going down in such a place, this brownstone sits above quite a recess. You go down and you're beginning to hear a low drone of one of those droning instruments like a sitar or a hurdy-gurdy is sort of like wafting up at you. You come out of this little stairwell, and you've opened up into a space that looks not unlike the club that you left, sort of Victoriana style. This brownstone apparently seemed to have like a little subterranean ballroom or dance floor. Maybe society gatherings were held here in years gone by. It's a rather large open space. There are tables on either side, mirrors. There's a big curtain of red velvet that drapes on the back walls. You kind of emerge from the stairs. It looks like there's a little bar, and there are people walking around, some of whom you recognize from the scene. Mm. And there is someone sitting at the far end by the curtain, draped in fabric. You can't see any of their features, but they are working this droning instrument that looks sort of like a sitar, but it has like a little crank. It's no instrument you've ever seen before, but it's creating a sitar-esque like hum that reverberates in the room.
Is there any alcohol anywhere?
There's a bar right to your left. Yeah.
Margot.
I'm nervous. And I really want to be open to experiencing the new thing, because I want to be the new thing, but I feel like I need a little... Great. Margot will go over there and get a drink.
Great. There is a young man tending the bar, and he has a sort of like Prince Valiant-esque haircut. He has no shirt on, and rather like and there is a collar on him as well, sort of connecting him onto a little bracket on the wall. What's your pleasure, madam? What is your pleasure?
I'm an artist. I can prove it. I'll have some absinthe.
Someone has a taste for anise. And yeah, a large green bottle comes up from under the bar, and he's pouring it into the little glass, doing the whole little ritual. The little sugar cube goes over the rim. Yeah. It's like pouring a spout of water over it. It turns cloudy and green. Make a spot hidden.
Ooh, yeah. Regular success, 47 under 50, but I have a lot of luck, so if you think it would be awesome, I could make it better. I'll save it, because I know something really bad's going to happen later, and I might want the luck for then. Wow, interesting. Everyone's so, like, tied up in here. But I thought art was supposed to be about freedom. Huh.
If you whisper that out loud.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Tied up. Yeah. What you don't understand is that you're much more tied up than me.
Huh.
Don't worry. Tonight you're going to get a taste of freedom. And he's stirring your cloudy green drink with the little paddle that the cube dissolved in. Slides it over to you.
Thank you. You know, you might be right about that. I've been pretty emotionally tied up working for Bruno all this time. I don't know what it is about being here that's making me speak my inner monologue, like, out loud, but... Whew.
No, it's groovy.
Yeah?
If you could do anything in the world, what would you do?
I don't know. Jump off a building, but like fly, not like in a weird way. But then you soar, you know? Like that's, I don't know. That's how making art, studying art and looking at art, that's how it makes me feel, you know? As she like has a big sip of her absinthe.
Oh, good. Well, you never know. Tonight you just might fly. He smiles at you and goes to take the next order.
Okay.
A glass of milk with a cherry. You want one, Alan?
If that's your pleasure, sir.
I'll take mine without cherry, thank you.
Just a glass of milk.
Great. Yes, he plops a maraschino cherry in the milk glass. He hands you a milk glass. Excellent choice. And you've got a nice cold glass of cherry milk and just some regular delicious cow's milk, Alan Clay.
I think Alan has been pretty, like, his internal monologue is so dark and warped, but he's been keeping it mostly under wraps. I think he goes, "Thank you there, Chief. I appreciate it." And drinks the milk in the most disturbing way. It's like the first insight into his inner darkness. He's like, "Thank you, Chief." Snorts milk out of his nose. That's cold. You gotta get it down cold.
Yeah, Alan, yeah, just really feel it, experience it. That's what we're here for, right?
Oh, for sure. This is a gas, and I'm not just talking about the very small amount of bubbles I take in my cold milk.
I think Velvet's so desperate to sell his poetry that he tries to imitate this behavior.
Great.
Wait, what happens when he gets to the cherry?
Yeah, he probably just chokes on it. He's choking.
Exactly. That's why I'm going to Heimlich. No, Velvet! This is why you can't add the cherry no matter how much you want it. No matter how many times you ask Mama for it. Don't get the cherry. You'll choke!
Keep it pure. Yeah, I got it. Oh, shit. That was an experience. That was a rush. Damn, Alan.
Alan and Velvet, you both can make spot hidden as well. Only an extreme will tell you anything.
Oh my God, I fumbled. I fucking fumbled. Yeah, I fumbled 98.
Too busy choking on that cherry.
Noted.
I got a 57. Oh, spot hidden is 60. I got a 57 and I got a 60.
Okay, that's a regular success. So you, all I can tell you is for that, it's weird. Everything's weird since you came down here.
What can you say?
Can I spend, I have 65 luck. How much would I have to spend? How much would I have to spend to get this success?
50 to, it would depend. You just have to get it down to the number of your extreme success. So if you had
So a fifth of 60 is 12. So 57 minus 12 is 45. I can spend 45 of my 65 luck to get this to a success?
You certainly can.
And that's exactly what I'm going to do, Ross. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Brennan has more nerve than me. I like it.
I am spending it.
Yeah, we love it.
Remove that luck from your total.
It's removed, baby.
What a lucky break. I want to say that the reason this is lucky, it was lucky that you drank it so fast. It was lucky, Alan Clay, that some of it went up into your sinuses. And you were kind of sputtering a little bit as you helped Velvet Bloom Heimlich out that cherry from his windpipe. Because the reason it's lucky is because it's still kind of post-nasal dripping into your throat. And so this taste of it is lingering. It's lucky that that's happening. Because you got an extreme success on your spot hidden because you've had time to dwell on it, luckily. And you can taste that it's not just milk that you have consumed. That there's something else in that glass. And I'll tell you for free, because you spent so much luck, when that dawns on you, you're almost certain that the hue of those sugar cubes, one of which was one that was just dissolved into the glass of absinthe, hastily consumed by Margot Marceau, they aren't pure white. It's as though someone's hit each and every one of them with a little dropper.
Okay. So this Prince Valiant has dosed our drinks.
Correct.
I am going to vault over the bar. I want to grab Prince Valiant by his bowl cut, and I want to pull his head back down and look at him and go, "What's the big idea, mister? Thought you could give me a little dose of something extra? Well, I'll tell you, Lucy might be in the sky with diamonds, but you're down here with me." And I draw my gun.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I'm gonna point
get
it
in
at
there.
him. I'm going to point it at him, and I'm going to say, "Tell me who you're working for. Belarusians? The Ruskies themselves?"
He's like, the hair is like taut against his scalp. You've pulled him back, and you're almost... It's hard for him to breathe. He's sort of like pinioned against your hand and the collar that's bracketed into the wall. He's like, everyone is.
I've toured every dairy farm in the United States of America. I love milk more than I love life itself. And I think I'd know if I got anything other than pure, ice cold 2%.
You see something in his eyes almost change, and he's like, "Do it.
My finger flutters over the trigger, and instead I am going to pull his head down onto my knee, rising up fast to try to knock him unconscious, and begin searching the bar frantically for an antidote.
I'd like a fighting brawl roll from you. See how well you execute it.
I rolled a 58, so I'm going to spend 18 of my remaining 20 luck points to make that a success. I have 2 luck points left.
Yes.
So good. We love this.
Because he failed. You have successfully bashed him.
Oh, man.
At this point, Willow has wandered back over, and she's somehow found like a separate mini bar or like smaller bar somewhere. And she wanders back over and is like, "Alan, what the hell are you doing?" And she's holding a White Russian and just kind of like aghast at this scene.
A White Russian? Why, one of the ingredients of that is cream, is it not?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, good. You notice the photographer that gave you the invite across the room snapping a picture, kind of looks over at you and gives you a little wave.
Never mind. Willow is off, like no longer concerned with one of her party members beating a fairly innocent-looking man.
Okay, great.
Margot's eyes are just wide while all of this is happening. It's like, is this part of what I'm supposed to be experiencing? Are you in on it? Is this part of it? Is this part of the performance art? What's happening?
Great. Yes, you're looking around the room, whipping around the room. Velvet Bloom, likewise. This is a lot of commotion that suddenly has broken out.
I think he's just like, Alan, it was just a cherry. It was my fault I choked on it.
Velvet, that's it. Don't you worry. And now I'll just start frantically looking for that antidote wherever I can try to find it.
You don't know what you've been given, so you don't know what you're looking for, really. So I would like to get a natural world roll off you.
Ooh, interesting.
To see if you have a sense of what the hell it is that you have taken.
Ooh, yes. Okay. Let's roll here. That is an 11. Do I have this skill?
Very good.
It's called Natural World. I don't have this skill.
But the base is 10. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so my base is 10. I have 2 points left. I will spend half of my remaining points to get down to a 10. I have 1 point left.
Excellent. The group's luck is rapidly running out, but...
Oh, boy.
Okay, you roll Natural World and you understand something about what it is that you have taken. Perhaps this is due to the taste, your studies. We don't know much about Alan Clay's past in the company. But maybe you've done some work of this sort with drugs and pharmacology. What this is appears to be of natural origin. You can discern that. It appears to be it's a plant extract, maybe some sort of Argo, mycel mushroom. It's some variety of rhizomal mushroom that you've taken. That's that bitter taste that was underneath the creamy and delicious all-American milk that you tasted. That this mushroom source is not from the lower 48. You know that much. As far as an antidote goes, okay, here's what I will give you. you flash back, I want to say, to a little presentation. Maybe this is in Langley. See a guy with the most enormous glasses you have ever seen, like clicking through a slideshow of black and white photographs. And just like a cactus. The peyote button is used for ritual purposes by the Native Americans of the American Southwest. Efforts to deploy this used for mind control purposes have of yet proved unsatisfactory, as recipients of the dose were more inclined to wish to listen to music or lay down for a comfortable afternoon rather than follow orders.
Looking at this in my seat as a rookie, like a just freshly joined cadet at Langley, I'm just sitting there clenching my fists so hard that my fingertips start bleeding, going, God, we gotta get mind control.
Now, forgive me for wandering into the realm of cryptobotany, but this mushroom is only, and you're looking now at a slide, and it is a picture of a picture, and the picture is of one of those Mesoamerican books that were sort of like taken by the Spanish. You're looking at with images like Quetzalcoatl and these ancient deities, and sprouting from one of their heads is this mushroom. It's like, we have yet to discern precisely the natural origin of this particular mushroom and know only of its legendary qualities. There are several actual samples that may be the rhizomal mycology in question, although legendarily this allowed passage. The god in question allowed you passage to other worlds through gates that would be unlocked through the branching pathways. At least this is what our translators can discern. It may be that this is all myth and hokum, but it could be that there is an all too rational explanation, in which case it would be in our interest to find such a button. The only antidote legendarily for the properties of this mushroom, according to the codex here pictured, is to drink the human blood of a virgin.
Great.
You can see, of course, why we're dealing here in the realm of legend, but often this conceals a rational explanation.
I flash back to this present moment, milk streaming down my chin, and I go, my God, thanks, Uncle Sam. Every lesson you taught me has come just in the nick of time, and I'm going to bite down hard on my own wrist and start sucking my own blood directly.
Yes.
I knew there's a reason I never knew the dirty touch of a partner. And just start,
Great results. Fantastic.
I'm sorry. If I'm watching a man bite his own wrist and drink his own blood, I think I have to roll some sanity. That is wild.
But Marceau, that's not what you're watching.
Oh, what am I seeing?
He's not just sucking his blood.
What's he doing?
His whole arm is disappearing down his throat.
Oh.
It's as though his arm has turned into some sort of python that is like moving down his esophagus.
Oh, no.
He is consuming himself.
Oh, no.
He seems to be becoming the Ouroboros itself, the serpent that underlies all of reality. So yeah, please do roll sanity.
I rolled a 5 under 60, so I'm just like, this is just a hallucination brought on by the drink that I had and me being open to the experience. This is an artistic expression. It's fine.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And as soon as you think that, as soon as you are capable of rationalizing that, the vision that you've been given warbles away, and you see the much more mundane image of Alan Clay self-sucking there by the bar.
Great phrasing. Yeah.
Oh, God. Alan, stop. And I'll try and, grab him. Stop. What are you doing? Stop this.
Don't you understand? It takes the blood of a virgin to stop Quetzalcoatl, the wind serpent, from emerging from the top of your skull. The peyote buttons, they didn't give us mind control. We're going to have to find another way. You think Sputnik's not up there, casting a new beam into your head to get you to march to the beat of their drum? I don't think so. If I have to drink my own mother's milk right out of my wrist, because I bleed red, white like milk, and blue like these blue bloods out here that are trying to buy up all this art. Don't you understand? This is an investment. You think you're an artist? Here's what you do. You're just another factory. And it might be beautiful little creatures you're making, little butterflies flying around, but it's a factory after all. These assets sit in a bank. These people pay for forgeries of the work to get made and hang that up while the real work sits in a vacuum-sealed pressure chamber to
put
accumulate.
my hands on both sides of Alan's face, and I say, wow, Alan, all this time, I thought you just dealt art, but you truly make your own. You are an artist. Let's go listen to this sitar. And I'll try and grab him and drag him over to the sitar music.
I'm afraid the commotion is far too great for that. As Alan Clay finishes that diatribe, and you were kind of talking him down, there's a round of applause all around you. It's like, oh, what a delightful little performance this has been. Truly an experiential and visceral evening. Blood has been shed. Ooh, and you can hear people, one or two of whom seem to be in little masks. Some of whom are wearing those collars and are sort of like attached to each other by the neck. It's like very wonderful. Ooh, to shed. Yes, to pass through the gate of flesh. Delightful. What is your pleasure? Wonderful. Yes. And I'm curious. You were over by the over by that photographer friend of yours, yes? Or were you making your way over there, Willow?
Willow was making her way over there, but then I think gets kind of pulled into the music of the sitar playing, or this musical instrument that's being played. And I think that there's something maybe a little reminiscent of the music that she heard from the painting. And so I think that she starts to try to like recreate a little bit of that harmony that she was experiencing. And so maybe she's kind of like slowly walking towards this sitar player and starting to hum some like slightly discordant but somehow still also like amplifying tune that's being played.
Oh, great. Yes, wonderful. Please do that. And Alan Clay, perhaps you noticed just the rather blasé way in which your outburst has been absorbed by the party goers here as they applaud your performance. And it sounds almost as if, yeah, you haven't found the antidote quite yet. Although you're sucking, but it sounds as though this thing may have gotten on top of you somewhat with your little fire hose of anger.
God, maybe it's not pure enough virgin blood. I have had all those impure thoughts. God, I hate the impure thoughts.
But I will say that as you say that, God, I hate the impure thoughts. The impurity, the impurity that has descended upon you. It is though, yes, you have been the victim of a ravishment by this mushroom or whatever it is that you've drunken unawares, but you're able to kind of get on top of it and press it down. And maybe it is because you have dined upon the blood of a virgin. Maybe the slideshow was correct. You're approaching the sitar, and as you do, Willow, singing as you go, do you have an art craft music roll by any chance, or performance?
I have an art craft, but I don't have anything kind of specific. But I also do like the idea that she's a terrible singer, that she just doesn't have a good voice at all. But I'm happy to roll on my art craft if you'd like.
I'd love for you to, yeah. Like many models, perhaps you dabble in other artistic endeavors as well.
Well, it did fail that. I feel like it's worth a push. I think that she's not getting the kind of same experience, the same, like vibe that she was getting from the painting. So I'm literally just going to start singing louder.
Great. Go for it. Push that roll.
Basically screaming at this point. Well, I did fail again. Oh, no. I failed again, so.
I love that.
Oops.
You sing a discordant note with the drone of this instrument, this sitar-like instrument, and the person that was playing it, draped in these sort of diaphanous robes, you see the head lift underneath those robes. The music kind of fades out, and all you can hear now is the smattering of applause and the murmurs of the crowd and the continuing shouts against impurity coming from Alan Clay.
Totally thinks the applause is for her, though.
Yes, yes, yes.
The robes are lifted back. The instrument is set down, and rising in front of you now is a tall and statuesque woman. A very angular haircut falls over her face. Her dark eyes regard you. You have never seen this person before, though it can be perhaps assumed who she may be. And you failed your push.
I did.
I see what you are trying. It is admirable. The attempt is admirable.
The painting upstairs, it was so beautiful and...
Yes. I'm afraid, darling, the singer's art is not for you. But this is not why you have been brought. You have been brought... She reaches out to you and sort of like caresses your cheek for a moment.
Ooh.
Because you are beautiful. Because you are scouted.
Oh, that's so flattering. I mean, everybody says it, it's true, but to hear it from someone as beautiful as yourself, quite the compliment.
You have a quality. Yes. She nods to the photographer who snaps a picture of her and kind of winks at you. She pulls a large brocade cord next to that enormous curtain on the back wall and tugs it. It falls away, tumbling to the ground in folds that cascade and pile there on the floor, revealing a wall-sized modular synthesizer. Just a bank of machinery, coils of wire, and patch bays running the entire length of the wall.
Oh, not what I was expecting.
How could you expect it? How could the mind think it? How could the ear hear it? How could yours? For you are not a singer, and this is an experiential night for us to make a masterpiece. In flesh. She clicks a button on the synthesizer and a tone comes out. A low bass rumble fills the room and resonates throughout it. Yes. The tone. Hear and be its masterpiece. And think back to, if you will, those geometric patterns on the painting as you walk through, the sound that they described that almost resolved between you. You don't maybe recognize those images. Maybe Alan Clay would, from a slide with a picture of a Mesoamerican deity from a ancient and forgotten book with a mushroom sprouting from the head of a figure, because those same writings are scrawled beneath it, describing the resonating frequency with which the doors are opened. You failed a pushed roll, and now you see the sound.
A masterpiece in flesh. Let us fabricate a masterpiece.
She's saying, her voice resonating and altering as the room itself becomes a resonating chamber for this sound. This is, all of you hear this. All of you hear this.
Willow understands what is required of her. She fully disrobes, goes to the middle of the room, and opens her arms wide and says,
I'm no longer an artist. I am now the medium.
Wonderful. And that is 100% true. And now you feel the will behind the sound. The thing that is speaking through it the dialogue between the chemical in your blood and the sound in this room, and now the pain in your back as you can feel your shoulder blades begin to part and warp. As the rest of you now see in the center of this room, as silhouetted in a spotlight there in the center of this dance floor, as it just like, yes, in rapturous ecstasy, as the ribs on Willow's back begin to shift and move under her flesh. Everybody roll sanity.
I've failed my sand check.
Oh,
love that.
100.
Oh, that's amazing.
We love that.
That's the max sand loss then.
I've also failed my sand. Great.
I have another extreme success with a 3.
Wow.
God damn.
This is Margot's jam.
I am an artist. I've told you all this time. If only Bruno was here, I could handle it.
Great. Yes, you are an artist. So you kind of maybe stay in control a little bit.
Yeah.
You only lose 2 points of sanity.
Great.
Uh-oh.
This is so weird, though.
Willow and Velvet, you each lose 5, I'm afraid. Alan Clay, you lose the maximum because you fumbled. You're losing 8 points of sanity.
How many do I have?
I don't know that takes you to the threshold of permanent insanity yet. So this means that we come to the most Lovecraftian mechanic in this game. You've lost 5 or over points of sanity. What I need from you each now is to make an intelligence roll. This is a roll that you want to fail, because if you succeed, then you will have understood something about what you are bearing witness to, about what this artistic happening is really conjuring at this moment, about what sort of artistic experience is being fabricated by the medium that is there in the center of the room, and the tone and the chemical. Please roll intelligence and tell me if you succeed or failed.
I can't believe it.
I failed.
I also failed with a 70.
Oh, wow.
With a 70.
I rolled a 12.
Oh.
This is so good.
If my intelligence is 85, then what does a 12 mean?
It means you're insane.
You understand everything that's happening to you.
You understand everything. So, okay. You've lost quite a bit of sanity, Willow and Velvet, but you failed your intelligence roll, so you're not experiencing a bout of madness right now, but you have lost a significant amount of sanity. And I should also let you know that, of course, you have had a White Russian, you have drunk your milk, you had a cherry in your throat. You're seeing what's actually here. You are probing what is being conjured in this moment. But Alan Clay, you understand part of what is happening in this moment. And it makes sense that you understand it, because in a way you're coming into this experience armed with the most knowledge. At Langley, you have dealt with people who were the architects of programs like MK Ultra, the attempt to use psychedelic drugs to create perfectly obedient soldiers, to literally brainwash prisoners, to mind control people at will so that you could gain the upper hand in the fight with communism. And so you have delved into these strange pharmacologies and the strange mythos that surrounds them in the hopes that one day their power may be unlocked by Uncle Sam. But it seems, alas, that someone has gotten there first. Not a government, but rather an aesthete. And Ivy Wild has conjured with this chemical and with this sound a gateway to an entity that is allowing her to rewrite the fabric of reality. The fabric of reality is now her medium. It is her factory. And you are all her medium. But at the moment, very particularly, it is Willow. And you are watching her, as it were, become the winged serpent. And you, perhaps more than anyone, know that in those ancient codexes found by conquistadors and stolen from Mesoamerica, that those writings described something that even their original, the tellers of these tales did not precisely understand, that they were exposed to an entity of nameless age, of impossible power, that wore many faces, that appeared as humanoid creatures and spoke to them through mushrooms and in the language of music. And now it is speaking again in the voice of a synthesizer, and it is turning Willow into a form of winged serpent as her back breaks and wings of flesh sprout from her spine. And Willow is right now turning, it seems, into an angel right in front of you.
A flesh angel.
Yeah.
It looks just like my sketches.
Willow, make a power roll.
I'd love to. I failed by 5. I don't care. I failed.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Your back is in agony. You failed your power roll, so let's see how many hit points you lose right now. 4. As your back distends, warps, breaks, and re-knits to form these wings. And you've also failed because now you feel as though your will, in a way, is not your own. In the way that a model sometimes must be the vessel for the photographer, you are now a vessel for a much more ancient force. And because you have failed that power roll, there is a collar of sorts around your neck. It is a collar of sound being woven by this synthesizer. It is connecting you with Ivy Wild. Her will is your will.
Am I getting any kind of directive or anything?
I think at the moment right now, she's an aesthete. She just wants you to dance. In fact, she wants you to fly. And Alan Clay, I want you to color this madness. I've given you what you understand, but how do you think, what compulsion or phobia do you think this gives to Alan Clay at this moment?
I want to whip around to see Margot. Margot, who understands that Bruno Banks is an empty figure that was selected by the CIA to be the next genius. I've seen her look at him and have a deeper understanding. I want to whip around to find Margot if I can. As I see what's happening here, I'll turn to look at her and be like, you see it. You understand. Kid, you're the real artist here, not Bruno Banks, not whatever this is. Don't you understand? Virgin blood, but blood is not with a lowercase b, it's an uppercase B. Blood for the gods, human sacrifice. The antidote isn't blood medically, it's blood mythically. And if we're gonna beat a winged serpent, we need our own god, Columbia, brought to bear in a new age. The spirit of liberty, writ large, freedom, market enterprise, good old Uncle Sam. And if she can be a conduit, and I point to Willow, then so can I, because that's America. And I shoot myself under the jaw, through the brain, to create a channel for Uncle Sam to rise up in this moment.
Fucking yes!
Boom! There is now a resonating chamber within the empty skull of Alan Clay as the sound of this synthesizer is humming in your noggin, now vacant of brain as you have blown it out. But Margot, yes, you understand because you're the only one who wasn't driven insane.
As the spume of blood goes out of the top and my brain scatter across the ceiling, as a chicken with its head cut off, I want whatever remaining thought power I have left in my spine alone to salute Margot as I fall backwards onto the floor.
Wonderful. His last spasm creating a smart salute as he topples to the floor. Margot, that's what you've heard. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You have a sense right now that what he said is in a way true, and that maybe your only way out of here without being changed is to attempt to be an Ivy Wild of sorts and have your own vessel. And if you make a power roll right now, you can begin to write your masterpiece in flesh with Alan Clay. And I'll say you can have advantage on this roll if you drink the blood of a virgin.
I look down, I look up, yes. Of course, I am the true artist, and all I ever wanted was for someone to recognize it. And Alan, he did, and I will... Gosh, this is wild that I am fully sane in doing this, but this is what art does to somebody. And I will put my hand into the empty vessel that is his head, pull it out, dripping with blood and viscera, and lick my fingers and attempt to channel my own work of art.
And remember, you have advantage, so you can roll your tens die twice to see if you make it.
So, use my bonus die. My first roll was a 73, which is a failure, but my second roll was a 53, which is a success under 60. And
wonderful.
I will, you know what?
Awesome.
I would need to spend, math, 23 luck to get that to a hard success, and I want it so bad. So I'm going to spend 23 luck to make that a hard success, because I have 60 points of luck.
Beautiful.
Ivy Wild has turned Willow into a winged creature. Are you going to take Alan Clay's advice and fabricate Columbia herself here in this room?
Yeah.
You've used your luck. You have participated in the ritual.
Yeah. And I think I want to have like notes, hearkening back to my sketches of that ethereal, sense of flight and heaven and angels and all of that. I want there to be touches of that. This is what those sketches were actually for, I'm realizing.
Amazing. In a way, you're not being called to occult adventure. You're an artist, and this is a commission.
That's right.
And yes.
By the greatest gallerist, tastemaker this country has ever known, Alan Clay. God bless America.
Before Uncle Sam, before Thomas Nast, there was Columbia, the personification of America,
yes,
the home of the free and the land of the brave. And watch Alan Clay's face knit itself back together, the skull reshape, becoming more feminine, a diadem flaming on her brow,
yes,
a blazing torch of freedom in her hand, the wings of Margot's designs blossom on her back as what was Alan Clay now takes flight to join Willow there in the air.
Fuck yeah!
As though a butterfly bursting from its chrysalis.
Oh boy, we are really rolling after midnight now. And all the pupils are dilated. We are rolling and we are tripping balls. Beholding what you were seeing, Velvet Bloom, what are you doing? I haven't touched base with you in a while.
I've seen so much since I last spoke.
Oh yeah, you just saw Alan. You both just saw Alan Clay turn into a personification of America. Please roll sanity.
Yeah, I think he's mindlessly drinking milk again out of the glass while he's watching all this, and he is going to roll sanity again.
Mm-hmm.
And fail with an 84.
Love that for you.
Always, always.
6 points of sanity lost for you, Velvet Bloom. Can you make an intelligence roll for me?
You got this.
I don't know that I need to. I don't need to, because I've lost 11 and 10 was my threshold.
Great.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm definitely insane.
All day, for perhaps for the past year, you've been out in the outer limits of poetry, finding beauty and profundity in the mundane. A gum wrapper is a coffin. A nickel is the moon.
That was a good one.
What could be more material? The stuff that is ensouled. What else does the poet have to offer but themselves?
Okay, I have an idea that fits with my stupid poetry style.
Yes. Well, how do you express yourself in this moment now that you are well and truly indefinitely insane?
I think since he does like that pocket change poetry, he just kind of is rummaging through his pockets, and he pulls out his house key, and he stands up on the bar, and he's going to hold it up, and he's going to say, "Every key is a liar. I've tried every single key that I've encountered in my life, and none of them open my heart and he's gonna like poke at his chest, which is obviously already exposed with the little tuxedo jacket. And he actually has a scar there. Like he's literally tried to open himself up with different keys that he's found. And he's saying, that's not what I needed. I didn't need entry. I didn't need entry. I needed hunger. And then he's going to pull out that little spoon that he stole. And he's going to start trying to dig into his chest with the spoon.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
With as much force as he possibly can. I was starving for myself.
This is the poetry of the visceral. It is happening to Velvet Bloom. It is happening all around you. People in those leashes are throttling each other out. One person seems to be devouring another. It is an absolutely carnivalesque atmosphere of madness and bloodshed. And there are two winged creatures in the center of this space.
We gotta fight.
Amazing.
So much power is flowing back and forth here between these two. I would like to just let's get an opposed power roll right now between Margot and Willow. Whoever succeeds in this battle.
Oh, baby.
This is our best PvP of all time.
I have a hard success at 23 under 60.
Heroic, because I failed with 61 over 50.
Great. Tell me how you destroy this imposter here, this empty vessel, Margot Marceau.
I take my own work of art, my own vessel filled with my artistic creative spirit, and I say, she stands in your way, this false prophet, to direct what was Alan Clay to rip apart this false work, this commercial enterprise. That's not true art. What a sellout.
This is something real. And that is maybe the last thing that goes through your head, Willow, as you feel the fists of Columbia on your wings, and your wings are rent off of your back in a gout of blood as this all falls down. And I do mean all falls down, because for a moment, Margot Marceau, a face resolves in the sound, and for the first time you see the thing behind the music, the thing singing through the mushroom chemical in your blood that's dilating your eyes, that is rolling through your bloodstream, whose voice speaks in the sound warbling out of the speakers connected to the massive synthesizer. Its face resolves in front of you. It is neither serpent, it is neither bird, it is neither human. It is beyond description, and it beholds you. Not with indifference, but gazing at you, and you feel a sense of mutual respect. This is some sort of mad creator deity, and it sees a portion of itself in you. And that is the last thing that you ever think as the entire building collapses under the weight of this creature from elsewhere manifesting in sound. It's 15 years later. The empty lot that used to be the brownstone of Ivy Wild is overgrown with plants and trees. Nothing else has ever been erected here. It's the peak of this early 80s time. You see people over a barrel fire there. There's a lot of graffiti all over. And a kid is like jogging through the bricks and the fallen stone there, chasing a ball that's rolled into the vacant lot where no kids ever come because the rumor is it's cursed. And reaching down for the ball, just sees something that catches their eye and picks it out and looks at it. It's a spoon, and with a little face on one end and a strange dark ichor on the other. What could that be? What a strange place. There's still something hanging in the air here. And far away, deep, deep in the bowels of an office building, down in Virginia, just see a man with glasses looking over a microfiche, passing by an image of a Mesoamerican god of a mushroom, of a diagram of sound, jotting it down, and then closing the book and just see the name of the file, Pharmacological Interventions for Domestic Disturbance. And just see a smile on his lips, looking up on the wall at a picture of the president, and just pass for a moment over a list of names of fallen agents there in the hallways, the clandestine hallways where people don't come, unknown to the public, and just see a headshot staring back at you. Determination in his face, pride in his country, in his eyes, the type of complexion that only comes from a diet rich in vitamin D milk. Alan Clay, rest in peace. And that's where we'll leave it.
Amazing.
Wow.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us, Brennan.
Oh, what a hoot, gang.
Yeah, thank you, Brennan.
Thank you, Brennan.
That was a true delight. A true delight.
Man.
It's really hard to be freakier than just a really American guy. You know, like that's
That's
what
right.
I think.
Yeah.
The true horror.
The true horror. Thank you so much for having me. What a privilege.
Great. Thank you so much.
Hi, this is Hannah Berner, co-host of Giggly Squad. Let's be honest, we've all done things in our lives that may have just followed the crowd. Like drinking matcha, even if you think it tastes like grass, or pretending skinny jeans were actually comfortable. Have we been doing the same thing with zero sugar cola? Last year, people across America took the Pepsi challenge. No labels, no bias, judged on taste alone. 66% of participants agreed Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better than Coke Zero Sugar. And Pepsi Zero Sugar won in every single market. Go out and try Pepsi Zero Sugar today. You deserve taste, you deserve Pepsi.
Thanks so much for listening to Push the Roll with Ross Bryant. You can follow me on Instagram at RossBB, and if you enjoyed the show and want to shape future episodes, find us at patreon.com/pushtheroll. Subscribe, submit your title ideas, and help decide where our next roll takes us. Catch you next time.